Hey, good morning, folks. So today is the day that we go from Silverthorne to Leadville, but I wanted to show you something. Part of the maintenance that I do here is back flushing the Sawyer. I was given this coupler by Jan, or 15, a fellow hiker, that had an extra. This is super convenient because if you wanted to, you could hook this up to the bladder and then hang it from a tree and it would filter for you. But this is called back flushing. So that is where the dirty water normally comes in. That is clean water. So what I'm going to do is squeeze this. You'll see the water's coming out. I'm going to tap it too. See all the stuff that's coming out of there? That water is murky brown. It's hard to pick up on the camera, but actually I've got a trick here. One sec. So you will notice that is the water that was coming out of the filter. It looked like that going in. And there I am. So if you're doing a back flushing and you've got one of these couplers, you just want to tap it against the hard surface and it helps get more of the grit out. Alright guys, that's it. Sweet continental breakfast. Looks like we got muffins, bagels, coffee. So first and foremost, the perfect set of conditions had to arise for us to be able to bike today. So Summit County has an incredible transportation network and you can move back and forth very easily. And also the Continental Divide Trail has now merged with the Colorado Trail. Now, if you know anything about the Colorado Trail, you'll know that you can bike pack it. And that's just biking, but you'll have all of your camping gear on there. So like your tent, obviously there's none of that on this today. And what people will do is they'll ride on the Colorado Trail from Denver to Durango. There are some areas that you can't ride your bike. I believe it's in like national forest or wilderness areas. So people will do detours around them. Now the really cool thing is that this section you can bike on. The section between Copper Mountain, where we biked out of yesterday, to Leadville can be biked on. So Fidget, who lives nearby, came up with some incredible generosity and said, hey, I've got an idea. How about this? If you want to bike, you can use my bike, which is an absolute machine, and you can bike the 24 miles into Leadville and then make trail days in a reasonable hour. And I said, heck yeah, because one of my hiking dreams or biking dreams is to bike the Colorado Trail. I was like, well, how fun would this be to be able to bike a portion of the CDT / Colorado Trail into trail days with a sweet mountain bike. And I was all about it. That was it. I mean, honestly, it was my idea and Fidget facilitated a lot, but she was really the brains of the logistics. So a huge shout out to Fidget. Thank you so much. And I'm treating this like the Aqua Blaze on the Appalachian Trail, which is widely accepted. So why not bike blaze when you have the opportunity? Because even if I didn't have Fidget, what you could do is rent a bike like I did yesterday, take the free bus system down to wherever you want to start from, and then bike, say you're going from Silverthorne or Copper Mountain into Leadville, bike to it, then use that same public transportation to go back to your start point, return the rental bike, and then the following morning or later that day, just take the public transportation back to like Leadville or wherever it was that you're starting. So why not do that? It breaks it up, it makes it a lot more fun, and it's different. I've been on this trail for coming up on 3 months now, and it's nice to spice things up. And like I said, I am not a purist by any means, and I'm out here to have a good time and to travel the Continental Divide. So this really fit the bill. It was like, I don't think 40 miles of biking is going to ruin the hike for me at all, if only it's going to enrich it. So yeah, I encourage you, when you get these fun, spontaneous moments, whether you can aqua blaze or bike blaze a little bit, take them. Do something different. It's an adventure. Make it your own. Huge shout out to the Rocky Mountain Youth Corps. They were actually out here today doing some maintenance on the trail. This is their administrative camp, so where they're all set up, where they got their kitchen, where they hunker down. You can see all the tents over there. Huge thank you guys. You were amazing. And also it's funny, those boxes are from tactical combat medical care sets that the Army offers. Funny to see them repurposed out here for camping. Alrighty folks, we are up in the Alpine now, and we are aiming for Searle Pass right there. I can see the post from where I'm at. Yeah, right there, and I believe, yep, that's a hiker going up. Awesome. And it has been a lot of hike a bike coming up here. The hiking and biking muscles are a little different, so I've been having to get off and push, but it's still really nice. Oh man, and it's just been a ton of fun on the downhills, and boy, I can't wait to top out and come down. I'm definitely going to be heavy on the brakes because I do not want to Superman over these handlebars today. And the Colorado Trail has some pretty gnarly stuff, as you can see, and I am trying to keep my face and these rocks from meeting. We have a 10th Mountain Division hut here. These are a string of huts throughout Colorado that are named after or in honor of the 10th Mountain Division in the U.S. Army, which is near and dear to me because that was the unit I was embedded with in Afghanistan. But you can reserve these incredible huts online, and yeah, there's a whole string of them in just terrain like this. Just incredible beauty. Check them out, guys. Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful cabin tucked away. Look at the solar panel right on the front. That is amazing. Look at where it's at too. Just ringed by mountains. We've got a very good boy or girl right here. It is a sheepdog. Super friendly. Very, very sweet. Those are good dogs. You can hear the sheep baying over that way, and he just came to check things out. Or she. Either way, very good puppy. Here we are, Kokomo Pass, baby. 12.5 miles downhill to where we're gonna get out at Leadville. It's really, really wet. Like, I am so drenched and it is cold. So, gonna try to get down this sucker and not die. Let's do this. Whew. It is so wet. Oh my gosh, but it is beautiful. And I've only Supermaned over the handlebars once. I was coming down really slow using the brake, and the front tire caught a root, and the problem with that is that all the roots are wet right now, so it just went whoop, and I just kind of rotated like this. Fortunately, it was a very, very low speed thing. But yeah, this is some serious downhill. Trying to be careful. I don't dare show you guys any of the downhill on video because I would die instantly. It would be instant death. You would see like click, and then there would just be like a tombstone, and that would be the end of the video. It's been this beautiful single track. Some rocky sections to be expected, but overall gorgeous. And heading down to Tennessee Gap, which I believe is right down in here. So I've just got to not kill myself on this, what looks like about 1,000-foot descent down to the highway, and I'll be good to go. Okay, I can do some filming without death. It's nice and flat through here. Gorgeous. And we got a Black Hawk helicopter there. Probably coming from Fort Carson. Very interesting. Oh wow, this is definitely military right here. My guess is storage for artillery way back in the day. Very interesting. I just took a look on the map, and this used to be Camp Hale. I'll put some text somewhere here, or I'll do a voiceover about the history of Camp Hale to add a little bit more context to this. On the descent to Leadville. I'm gonna hop on the highway here in a second. Well, I made a wrong turn and added 10 miles, but we're here. Woo! Hey guys, so I'll go ahead and do the closeout for today. We started out in Silverthorne this morning and had one heck of a bike adventure from where we jumped back on the trail at Copper Mountain over the top of 2 mountain passes down into Leadville. Only wiped out on the bike once, and it was probably the slowest crash known to man, and then didn't have any other incidents as far as wrecking after that. But I did make a wrong turn that ended up adding almost 10 miles, and thank goodness it was on a bike, because that's a little bit more recoverable. That just ends up being like another hour of riding, but I was still not very happy about it. But still, it was a ton of fun. I was able to make it into trail days. Unfortunately, I didn't get much video of that because I was just doing so much socializing and catching up with everyone. But I finally met Swiss Miss's childhood friend, Mamacita, and that made it all worthwhile. It was so cool to see her, to finally catch her, because we've just been this close the entire time, like within a day or miles of each other for 1,700 miles. And then finally we get to meet at Trails Days, and it was just so special to link up with her. And I was also reunited with Merlin and Witch Doctor and 15 and just a bunch of other hikers that I haven't seen in a while. It was really special. And I think my plan is to zero tomorrow, because the weather is supposed to be atrocious for the next day or two. And there's actually snow up on the high peaks right now, which is adding to the interest level of the remainder of this hike. It's just further validating the Creed cutoff for me, even though I kind of have to take it. But I feel like winter is on the way, and it just feels that way. Like, it feels like winter. Anyways, guys, today was an absolute blast. Take the zero tomorrow, and then we'll hike out of Leadville. Good morning, folks. We're at the Leadville Motor Lodge. We're going to take a zero in Leadville, and this motel is awesome. We've got a shared kitchen, and the rooms are beautiful, and there's just so many nice touches, and it's probably the cheapest place in town as well. I'll show you some of the videos of the place, but I'm very, very impressed. And they're super kind. They let me in early because we came out of the tiny home that I was staying with Merlin and 15 and Witch Doctor at, and have been extremely accommodating, very kind, and all the facilities are beautiful. But I also did just get back from the grocery store because I'm going to make some lunch. It's going to be similar to the Anaconda Zero, so I'm doing a pasta with meatballs and a couple other things. So let's go ahead and get started on that. I'm hungry. All right, pasta's done. So we got that bowl we're gonna eat right now, maybe one more. And then we've got all of this right here that is going to go into this Ziploc, and that'll be dinner later this evening. Alrighty, folks, so we'll do a quick room tour of this motor lodge. They have done a bang-up job decorating in here. All the paneling is new, all the flooring is new as well. Bed, extremely comfortable. And there's just a lot of attention to detail here. Like, the decorations are on point. And the one thing I really like that they did is we got in here, they had a little gift bag for you. And it's just so thoughtful, all the things they've got in here, like lotion, sunscreen, snacks, earplugs, which I think was a tactical decision on their part because we are right next to the highway and you can hear a lot of vehicle noise. Next is the cool retro style mini fridge as well. And they had even stocked it up. I've drank a couple of things in here, but they had water and there's flavored waters as well in there. Really nice touch. And then you've got the entertainment corner here, which is really nice. They've done a Bluetooth speaker here, which had bird noises playing when I walked in. They've got the standard TV with cable, and then they've got a coffee corner over here, and they have seriously upped their game. Take a look at this. A French press and a kettle. When was the last time you were in a motel that had a French press? And I don't know the brand of coffee, but very well done. You've got your choice of coffees and teas, and they've got the creamer and sugars and all the standard things like that. Climate control is via Google Nest, which is very fancy once again. Nicest I've seen in a motel. And then I love the shower curtain. It's just so clean in here. And you've also got all kinds of neat little decorations, like this guy here, very fitting for a restroom. But yeah, guys, this place is really impressive. Okay, we got our big old bag of pasta, and now it is time for dinner. Hey guys, a pretty simple closeout for tonight. We didn't really do much. It was a 0 day, so it was a lot of hanging around, eating some good food, and then working on videos. I think I've been working on videos for about 7 hours now. Partially my fault. I let them get away from me, and now I'm having to catch up. But I think I got like 7 or 8 videos done, which is pretty dang good, and none of them were short. Like, all of them were at least 14, 15 minutes long. And when I do this editing, you can multiply however long the video is by 2 or 3, and that's the amount of time that I usually spend editing on it. It takes a while, but man, it is worth it, and I really do enjoy it. It just, sometimes I'm my own worst enemy when I just push those things off, and then I have to catch up all at once. Anyways, but I think I'll probably run to the gas station, get some ice cream to close out the night, because that just seems to be a town tradition at this point, and my body's just craving it, and just see whatever awful food they've got over there that I can put in my body. But aside from that, this night is over, guys, and tomorrow we're going to hit the trail, and I believe we're going to be heading towards Twin Lakes, where we're just picking up a box, and that's probably like a day or two out of Leadville, and then we're on the hunt for Creed, and we'll get to see everyone for the wedding, and take a couple days off, and then we'll be about 85 miles from New Mexico. So yeah, guys, we're entering the final stretch of the second to last state. It's exciting. All right, I'll catch you tomorrow.